So one of the things that I know a lot of people struggle with, especially women, is trying to figure out what kind of snacks are thyroid friendly. I know I personally struggle with this myself. So I'm going to show you some of my favorite snacks that I will grab when I need a little pick me up, if I feel like my blood sugar is getting low, but that will still keep my thyroid happy. Just keep in mind, I also want to kind of preface this, that not everyone needs snacks. So this isn't me saying I think everyone should have a snack in between meals. Some people do not do well with snacking. And also keep in mind when we are doing, I call it snacking, when we are doing snacking in between meals, always be sure that that snack includes protein. If you're just having carbohydrates, that blood sugar is going to go up, it's going to spike. And it's going to dip back down lower than where it started, and that's going to cause some blood sugar dips, and then you'll be hungry again and you'll need more food because you're going to have a cortisol release and all these other kind of chain of events happen. So just keep that in mind if you are going for a snack, and I'm going to show you some in a little bit here. You'll see that if I have a snack, I will either have protein/fat by itself, or I will have some carbohydrate with it, but I'm never having carbohydrates alone because again, we want to keep that blood sugar stable. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're thinking about grabbing a snack. Also think about, do you really need a snack? Sometimes we're just thirsty. Sometimes we just need some water. Sometimes it's just a boredom thing. So keep that in check as far as how much you feel like you do need a snack. But I know when I work with my clients, I do recommend snacking to keep blood sugar more stable while we're kind of on the healing journey. And then we eventually, a lot of women end up dropping them off. They end up, once they start feeling better, they have their minerals balanced, they have their hormones in check and their cortisol pattern in check and adrenals healed, then they start noticing they don't need to snack as much. So just kind of keep that in mind that again, everyone's very dependent, it is person dependent, trying to figure out, do I actually need a snack? But if you do, just be sure it is never carbohydrate alone. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some of my favorite snacks. Okay, so here is one of my first snacks that I'm going to show you. First, if you could do me a really big favor, if you could go ahead and subscribe to my channel and then hit that bell so you get notification every week when I release a new video. This yogurt is incredible. I do get this at Whole Foods. It's the only place that I have found it. It is absolutely delicious. I cannot have dairy, so I have something like this, and I will typically add a little bit of fruit. Fruit has not been in season very well here because we're kind of winding down with berries and things, which is what I like. So sometimes I will add maybe like some sunflower kernels to it, or even some pumpkin seeds. These sunflower kernels and pumpkin seeds, you can actually eat these alone. They don't necessarily have to be anything, but they are really good in yogurt. I do that quite often. Another one of my favorite snacks is I will have tomatoes with hummus. This is my absolute favorite hummus. I think it's delicious. It's just plain. Again, I got this at Whole Foods. You can get this at regular grocery stores, obviously, but I usually like to dip tomatoes in it. I think it is delicious. Sometimes I'll even take this hummus and I will even add a little bit of collagen in it as well to give a little bit more protein. And sometimes I'll even take that and add some collagen in it as well to give a little extra protein. If I'm just having like a protein snack, these Nick sticks are one of my favorites. This one is free range turkey. They have them in beef. They also have them in chicken. I get the chicken ones a lot, but I do like this one. First of all, there's 2 of them in there. So I usually end up eating both of them for a snack, but a lot of good protein in there. So these can be by themselves, again, because it's a protein. Same thing with these Epic bars. They make these, this is a beef one. I get turkey and chicken sometimes too, but these Epic bars, they have jerky as well. These can be eaten alone, again, because they're protein and fat, so we don't have to worry too much about a carb spike. Jerky wise, I also like this jerky. It's called Archer. Now, I got this at our local grocery store. They have it at Whole Foods. There's a lot of places that have this, by the way, but make sure it says, and I'm gonna zoom in on here, 0 sugar, because they have a line that is not sugar-free and it has a bunch of other stuff in it. So it has to be the one that says 0 sugar on it. This one's classic. They have a mustard one that's delicious, by the way, as well. And then lastly, one of my favorites are RX bars. I absolutely love these. This is coconut chocolate. Definitely one of my favorites. They have a maple one that's really delicious. They have other coconut ones, but these are really good. And again, they can be eaten just by themselves because it's literally they have like 4 ingredients. That's it. It's going to be the egg whites, the nuts that they use, the dates, and that's it. There's no junk in it. So I love these for a snack. I grab these as well. So these are definitely some of my favorites that I go to. Like I said, anything that's protein based, you can have those alone, like these. These things, I will usually add a little extra collagen if I'm having, like this one, for example, the hummus, I usually put a little collagen in there to give some protein, since that is a little bit more carbohydrate. The yogurt, I usually add collagen as well. And then like these nuts and seeds, they can be eaten alone. So I hope that helped you. So I hope this helped you if you kind of are on that struggle bus and trying to figure out what looks like a good thyroid-friendly snack. Again, there's so many different avenues that you can go with this, but just remember to keep that in check as far as the carbohydrate intake. If you're having carbohydrates, something that would be considered a carbohydrate source, it has to have protein with it so that your blood sugar doesn't do a spike and dip down, and then we have a cortisol response and all those things, and the thyroid can end up paying the price. So just remember to keep that in mind. Also, if there's something that you are curious, would this be a thyroid-friendly snack? Go ahead and drop a comment below. I can get back to you and let you know if I feel like that is something that would work quite well that is thyroid-friendly, or if there's something that is one of your favorites that you go to. Drop a comment below. I'd love to know what is some of your favorites as well. So again, hope you enjoyed this video. Reach out if you have any questions, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.